About the bathroom and
We
kitchen?
need to look in the bathroom and kitchen because we need to ask. We were doing a full rewire, so we need to carry out an asbestos survey in all the rooms that we're working.
Right, because I'm only having the essential electrical stuff.
Yeah, but the electrics will be in the bathroom and kitchen as well. So we put a new kitchen ring in, so we need to take samples of. Well, we just need to check that we can take samples of the asbestos.
Well, today I was told was not an inspection.
It's just looking at the rooms and seeing what needs to be moved or.
Okay, but I wasn't told today was any kind of actual asbestos testing day.
There's
So
no testing. It's just checking that there's enough space to carry out the test.
okay, wasn't there going to be another person here today?
Unfortunately, the person had to attend a funeral, so.
Oh, good. Okay then.
That's good. Yeah, I think we're good. Yes.
Yes, you can come in. Oliver, come inside now. In. Good dog, get inside. You can come in.
Thank you.
Please be as quick as you can.
Of course.
Okay, where would you like to start?
Well, you need to take samples in every.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting you to be here as an actual tester today, so you won't be able to get round. Okay. All right. Okay.
We just want to see what needs
Okay.
moved or.
All right. Go ahead.
Very true.
All right. Can you all please come in so I can keep an eye on what's happening?
Shut the door.
Yes, please. Is there going to be any rewiring in the bathroom?
Yes, it's going to be the whole house is going to be reworked.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never been told anything before about what was going to happen, so I had no idea.
Do you need the place to be cleaned before opening water?
I'll clean it myself. I'll clean it myself.
Do you clean it Would you recommend that, David?
I say it's I think I guess we're doing it's the electrics, isn't
They
it?
don't going to be able to get you on the bath panels. It's like looking under the floor, so I'll be in contact with it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I can't hear what you're saying.
We're just talking about what needs to be.
Someone's talking about cleaning, and this is my flat, and I want to know what's being discussed if you're talking about cleaning my flat.
Okay, what it is, I understand the work cannot be carried out until the flat is cleaned.
Yes, it's clean.
Well, okay.
Okay, let me tell you what the judge has said, right? Do you want to understand what the judge has said? Okay, this has been taken to court, and the judge has said that Agent Orange may clean around the outside of the room by the walls. And that's all. So that's what you're getting. That's what you're not getting anything more than that. So, you know, that's it. And unless you want to go back to court again, you know, that's up to you. But that's what the judge has said. Amran Khan forgets everything that it pleases him to forget. But I remember what happens, and that's what the judge said. The Agent Orange can clean around the walls, and that's it. And you don't need more than that. Everything is clean, everything's fine, and I'll make sure you have enough room to work in.
Yeah. Can we check the other ends?
I wasn't expecting you to particularly need to get round today. I can get everything sorted out and put in the middle of the room by the time you get here.
Yeah. This would need to be.
we wouldn't survey this.
No.
Okay, you're not interested in worrying about this. You don't need to worry.
No.
You need to test asbestos. Test it, of course.
I mean, we can see the ceilings, but I'm not
can't get
prepared to put my name down in case
Yeah.
to any document concerning this room doesn't contain anything. If there's a panel hidden behind your items that are stored against the wall, I need to see a good proportion of the area.
Okay, well, see, the thing is, I didn't expect you to have people to inconvenience today. I thought I was going to be put to inconvenience. See, the thing is, if you'd been told, when I was expecting if I wasn't expecting an inspection, everything would already be piled up in the middle of the room.
We're just letting you know.
Are you coming back on a day when everything is piled up? Okay, it will all be done.
What we need.
Yes, okay, so you want everything in the middle of the room. I've been told that before.
Slightly off the walls, yeah, so we can get around the edges.
Okay, I've been told that before. That's fine. Yes.
About we need to have about this
How much room do you need from
And
the
your
wall?
side?
Like about a metre
I need to be
now.
able to see clearly, obviously.
You need a metre all round.
Yeah, around so they can. Someone needs to be able to walk around the sides of the walls.
What, a whole metre? Why would you need a whole metre?
Because they're putting the electrical trunking in, and so they need to be able to go around. Because they're doing, they don't have enough space to do that. To be working.
Yeah, but does that really need a whole metre?
50% of the wall.
I think that's about a metre, isn't it?
If we can just get it out, you know. That,
I'm not sure I can do that all the way around the room. More like 2 feet.
I say 2 feet wouldn't be enough to be able to work in because they've got to kind of get down and do the drilling and kind of go.
Well,
right
the
way
alternative
around.
might be that I have to get rid of some of my property.
Would you like help with that?
Well, you've never offered help before. That's why it's been going on for over a year.
I'm offering help now if I haven't offered before. I can help you to remove some of the distance.
What, you mean throw it away? Is that what you mean?
You just asked me.
Is that what you mean?
No, that's not what I mean. Is this what you're asking me? Is what I'm asking you.
You applied to the court to dispose of all my property. I'm asking
No, I
you,
didn't.
is that yes, you did?
I didn't
You
mention
did.
anything about disposing of your property at all.
Yes, you do. You, Agent Orange, recommended that everything, in an email, recommended that everything be thrown out because it was too disgustingly stinking and dirty to stay here. And that is what you said. You're just lying point blank now.
Okay. What I'm asking you now is, did you want help with disposing any of the stuff?
Not disposing of it, no.
Okay. What would you like to do with them if they're overcrowded here?
I don't think they necessarily are overcrowded. I may be able to do what they want, but I'm not sure. Are you sure 2 feet isn't enough? Because I've done 2 feet before when I had a bit more stuff, so I've actually disposed of some stuff now, and I can certainly do 2 feet. I might be able to. I mean, it's more than this. It's about say it's at least into here, minimum into here, minimum there. It might be a bit more. I think it's actually up to here. I think it's about up to here. In fact, it was around about there, really. This was about the limit. So it could be a metre anyway here, but in other places it'd be more like 2 feet.
So I think I'm not sure if 2 feet would be
Well,
enough.
about 28 inches, I think it was, about 28 inches. The narrowest place is over here. If you, you can put that over here. You see where this box ends here?
Yeah.
Where that box ends there. From there to the wall is the narrowest place. You may well find that that you can manage.
So they need to have, I say it's kind of.
This side, because it's a lot to keep juggling around. I managed to, the best I could do when I was doing it was to get this is the limit for this side, and over the other side, short of heaving the whole thing over, I managed to get about 2 feet on that side. If you want to measure that side, you'll find there's at least 2 feet there.
I don't know.
I mean, now you've told me what you want, I can actually try and move some more back over because I don't mind doing that.
I don't think that would, in terms of kind of walking.
Okay.
Sort of, because it also
Yeah.
doesn't need to be knocking into anything.
Yeah, I may be able to manage it anyway.
Need to get down.
You're not going to do every wall, every room, and on the same day, are you? Because if you're not, then I can move some things up and downstairs. I don't mind. I just don't want to get rid of it, and I don't want to trust him with my property. He applied to have it all thrown out, everything.
We could see if we could do it over a couple of days, possibly, if we can, when we do it.
That would be fantastic. If you could just try and do one room at a time, I'll move things around, and there just won't be a problem. I'll make sure.
I think we probably need to do because of the way that it's like a ring, and once it's started, we need to do the whole ring. So there'll be an upstairs ring, and a kitchen ring, and downstairs ring. So they need to do all of that in one day. So you need to do the whole circuit from fuse board all the way around and then back.
Okay, what's the minimum space you think I should try and make for you? Because I'm sure I can do it. Now you've told me. Plus, I'll just be more careful. I'll make sure I get it right. I mean, this was my first attempt, and there's more than enough room that you wanted here, but a bit less there. But if I shove things over a little, then so what do you think you could manage? Could you manage up to there? Because if you did that, I could add another 6 or 8 inches on there. And if you want to measure that area, I'm sure you'll find there's at least 2 feet there. Anyway, I'll come out, shall I? And you can measure it.
Let's say.
From the end of the box to the wall.
So that's sort of about 80 centimetres.
So that's not bad then, 80 centimetres.
I know the edge of the box is 53.
53 centimeters. It's about nearly 2 feet. Yeah. So if you add on another 6 inches to that, how much would that be? Because at a minimum I can make 6 inches there if I shove this stuff over. 56 centimeters then. Did you say 52 or 53 centimeters?
So if we had another 21, if we had another 6 inches, so I think
It'd just about reach 2 feet, wouldn't it? 2 feet there, and if you take 6 inches off here, then you'll go from here to here.
and I say that would be like all the way to
All the way.
Yeah, from the walls would have to be moved.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I just want to keep my stuff, and I'm sure I can manage it. I don't want to trust him with it because he's applied to the court to throw everything out.
Yeah, hold on. So, Miss Kelly, can I just ask you one question?
Yeah.
Would you while the work is being carried out, like whatever work is being carried out, would you like us to store these things?
I wouldn't like to trust you with my property because you're not even telling the truth about what you did now.
That's fine. Just offering you, if there is an opportunity.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't, for example, why not just, oh no, I wouldn't even trust you with that, no.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Especially if you can get it done over 2 days. I will move whatever you like to make it fine. There'll be no problem. I don't mind moving things at all.
I say it might. I'm just thinking. So this was to kind of check the asbestos. I think it might be if an actual electrician
Yes.
came along, then he'd know exactly how much space he needs to work in.
Yes.
So I'm not an electrician.
Okay.
So and then they need to kind of get down.
Yeah.
Be able to be working on things without knocking into anything. So.
Well, especially if I had it over 2 days, I would make absolutely sure that he had enough room.
So you're kind of looking at about a metre, I'd say, from sort of like working at.
Oh, there's always going to be a metre of
like right the way.
Yes, yes. Especially if I could have 2 days, especially if you could actually do that, I would just do. I just.
Yeah. What if they find asbestos in the ceiling? Does that mean the ceiling has to come off?
It depends. Sometimes we've been.
Because if that's the case, they obviously have to carry out the work because it's asbestos, right? That means a lot of these items will be.
So we need to find out what the asbestos survey says.
Survey says, okay.
A lot of the items might what?
Because these items might have to go to storage or something like that.
If there's going to be any storage, I would rather that it was within my control than yours because you are just completely untrustworthy.
I'm just suggesting that it might need to go.
Well, I'm really hoping it
because
doesn't.
Because things are going to get dirty, and a lot of things will fall into the boxes. I'm just trying to protect your items.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Thank you, and I'm very sorry for any inconvenience or anything or whatever. So, are you going to be able to test up there? Say someone. I believe the asbestos tester tests at random. So what if they want to test right in the middle of the ceiling?
Yeah, for the
yes,
lights,
yeah.
We obviously need to have access. There need to be like kind of like is it the trunk will kind of go around there for the sockets.
Yeah. The sockets. How much room do you need for that access in the middle then?
To get in there, they need to be able to get in the middle of the room and then run the trunking along and then.
So you think it would be from here?
I mean, at the moment, there's not really. If everything was moved into the middle, then they wouldn't be able to get access to the lights.
Yes. So what am I to do? If I had 2 days, I'll just move anything you want because it's all lightweight anyway. It's only half full, lots of it. So.
I don't know if they'll be able to.
It would be great to know in advance, really. It would be great to have a little leeway given.
For, a time for an electrician to come over and say exactly what.
That would be great. That would really help.
I'm not sure. Have you got any other rooms that you could put store the things in?
Downstairs.
Yeah. It might be that it was kind of downstairs and upstairs. Then.
Yeah, I'll bring some more stuff downstairs actually because there's more room downstairs. But it would be nice to discuss it with someone and have them tell me exactly what they need.
So for the asbestos survey, we'd need to be able to get all the things needed for them to carry out that. Then after the asbestos survey's been done, we get the results back and see if anything needs to be removed or just basically make sure that it's all kind of safe for working and everything.
Yeah.
And then I could get an electrician to come along, possibly on the same day that the asbestos survey is carried out.
Yeah.
I'll get the electrician to come along and he can go through exactly what would need to be moved in the rest of the property.
So the asbestos tester wants everything in the middle of the rooms. Is that right?
That's what it sounds like. Yes.
Yeah, because I don't think he doesn't need to get access to the light, and so on the day the asbestos survey is booked in, I
Right.
can get an electrician. I can come as well with
Yes.
an electrician, and then he can tell you exactly what needs to be moved and
Great.
the rework to take
Yes. Okay. Thank you very
place. It's
much.
only one extra. Well, there's no extra visits.
Brilliant.
So you don't have to
Okay.
wait in for us.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
See, there's less stuff down here. I can put more down here. It's a bigger room as well.
Luckily, we've got past experience in the properties. Just going on a little bit, probably literally access to the walls, but
Yeah.
So yeah, just asking Toby, if asbestos work to the ceiling, let's hope it doesn't, but if asbestos work to the ceiling needed to be carried out, let's say for example the ceiling needed to be removed upstairs or down here, right? And there's items in the middle, like Miss Kelly is going to put in the middle, so that you have space on either walls, all the walls. And if there was items in the if the ceiling had asbestos and it had to be removed, how would you deal with all this? What would you do? What would you like Miss Kelly to do? How to arrange this?
I mean, firstly, I'd say I think it's possibly a concrete ceiling, isn't it? It's on the ground floors.
I've been told all the floors are concrete.
Concrete. So the material on the ceiling changes on the upper floor because it's formed the top part of the building. So you're going to have a concrete ceiling there. This architect, I don't think, if it did come back, it wouldn't be deemed as removable.
Okay.
I think it would be left in situ, probably encapsulated. It's not, let's say, as long as it's sealed, it's deemed safe. And it's only architect, it's very low quantity if it was. So on that side, I can't see any problems like that arising.
Would you do any work to the ceiling at all then, if that was the case?
Would you? I don't know how you manage it in the borough. Everyone's different. Would you guys
don't
leave it in
know
situ?
what-
It wouldn't
we
affect
don't-
their work.
yeah.
I can't see.
I don't think we normally.
You're wiring, you wouldn't-
As long as it's safe for them to work
Yeah.
in, then we'd.
It wouldn't.
that's
I
fine.
can't see that there would be need for it to.
The reason I'm asking is because, if it did come to it, Miss Kelly would obviously have to arrange.
If it did, if worst case, say for instance there was a panel in that corner, or say for instance upstairs, it was different. Then obviously, if it was, say for instance, we found worst case, we found like a ceiling was made up of asbestos boarding in the bathroom, say for instance. Although it's not going to be the case, but then you'd have to the removal company then would have to go about it. They'd probably remove stuff out that needs out of the way and form an enclosure on the outside. But that's obviously, I can't really see taking the type of property into account. I can't see any
Is this
problems like that arising in here.
is this compulsory, this electrical work?
The rewire is because it's shown that there's basically we've got an electrical test that says that your wiring is unsatisfactory.
Oh,
So if anything happens to you, our
right.
legal obligation is to make sure that it's safe. And
Okay.
so we as a
All
business
right.
landlord, we've got
Okay.
got to do that.
All right then.
And also it means that your electrics will be 100% safe after we've done it as
Okay.
well. At the moment,
All right then.
the fuse board might not trip out if something's wrong.
Okay.
because
Oh.
it's not as smooth as it should be.
So again, it's the same. You want everything in the middle, so you have access to the walls, all the walls.
As
Yes.
best as possible. This isn't as bad as upstairs, in my eyes. So I'd say it would be quite a lot easier to get it up for scratch in here, really. So it's a lot less time saying. Yeah, so a general clearing of the walls. I mean, a few cabinets isn't the end of the world. It's what we have to deal with most of the time. I'd say this is a lot better in here, really, to survey. So the upstairs would be more of an area.
Excuse me.
Okay, so we just have a look at the kitchen.
Go away. Go on. Go to the bathroom. Go on, Peter. Go away. Don't eat that. Come on.
Okay, what would you like in the kitchen then? before you do the test?
Well, so the boxing's going to need to be accessed. So,
I mean, in terms of if we're not renewing the kitchen,
yeah. Again, yeah, if you're not renewing it, there's a difference. If the kitchens get replaced and this needs to be accessed, stuff like that, that's boxing, so it's timber. But if you're gonna, as I said to you earlier, if the kitchens get replaced and we're gonna do a refurbishment to this part, so stuff like this would need to be accessed.
I don't want the new kitchen. I'm not having it.
Okay.
Then
If we're going to be a basic survey, we're going to need to go into the units, obviously.
although we just need to check because we're hacking off the tiles and things. And
Yeah, we check that again. I think this might be structured. So, again, so yeah, she's probably involved, but so if you're not having a refurbishment in here, then it's going to be a basic survey. Obviously,
And the electric.
environmentally reasons, as clean as possible for us. So, to enable us to do so.
When we do the rewire in the kitchen, we'll take off all the tiles and then run the new. We'll chase the wires in, so they'll be all flush like they are at the moment, and then we'll put the sockets into everything.
So retile it again.
Yeah, retile it and repaint it. And again, everything that's kind of in here would need to be moved to have got complete access. To the whole room.
So basically, if we didn't do the kitchen, replace the units and worktop and all that, you'd still be removing the tiles because you have to do the electrics.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Because we take the tiles off and we do the electrics because we run the new sockets so that they're flush.
And then retile it
Yeah,
again.
and
You're still going to be doing some.
yeah, we'll be doing.
What about the ceiling?
Normally just. Yeah, normally just paint.
Okay.
Just what?
Paint.
All right. Okay. Using proper bathroom paint, using kitchen and bathroom
Yeah,
paint.
we
Because
got-
Camden didn't do that last time, which is why it's all flaky.
So how do you feel about the sound of doing the electrics, removing the tiles, replacing the tiles?
I
and
have no
painting the
problems with
kitchen?
it. I've never had any problems with doing electrics, as you know.
No, I was talking about painting the kitchen.
Well, I'd rather keep it blue. There is a very, actually criminally offensive, illegal joint. One single small piece of wood with a nail in each end holding up that those surfaces there. And when I trod on it, I felt my foot going through, so I had to stop doing this redecoration work because I don't want to go up there because it's unsafe. It's a single small piece of wood holding those two
Yeah.
pieces together, and it's a literal criminal offence. But he
Sounds
doesn't
like it
care
was in
anyway.
you,
That's it,
Yeah,
that-
I told you
it-
about it before, and you just said, "Oh,
And that if we did a new kitchen, that's something that would have been rectified by that.
yeah, but I don't want a new kitchen. It's too much trouble, and I'm reasonably happy with what I have."
Okay, so is there anything else you want to discuss? Anything else you would like Miss Kelly to prepare before you come and do your test?
I mean, in terms of the asbestos survey,
Mm.
it will be fine to carry out. Then on the same day that we do the asbestos survey, I'll come with an
The electrician.
yeah, and then he can say exactly what needs to be moved because it would take at least a week to get the result of the asbestos survey back anyway. So we won't be
Yes.
able to do anything before
Okay.
then.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
So their guys will be following on from them guys coming in first.
So basically, the idea is, the plan is,
Yes, I
that
know. I
Agent
know.
Orange come in.
I'm
clean
capable
the
of
flat.
understanding. Yes. Oh,
Okay. Is there anything else? You any questions you have?
Well, not a question. I'm just going to remind you on camera this time that the judge said Agent Orange can clean within a few feet of the walls. That is where they're going to be working, basically, around the walls and the floor and the walls around, and that's it. And you can't touch my property. The judge told you that. Yeah, I remember it. That's it. That's all you're allowed to do. And if you do more than that, then you will be doing something that illegal that the judge said you can't do. So I will remind you of that. And if you don't want to stop, then I can call the police. I can, because it's illegal. So basically, you're allowed to clean where they're going to be working and not anything else.
They're going to be working in the
Every
kitchen.
room. Well, going to be
Every room.
surveying
No,
every room.
he's allowed to clean within about 3 feet to a meter around where they're going to be working around the walls, and that's it. That's all he's allowed to do. In the kitchen, it will be pretty much the kitchen, but in the other rooms, he won't be able to touch my stuff. He's not allowed to touch my stuff. That is what the judge said. And if you want to make trouble, then I will just protect my interests basically and object, as the judge said I could. And if necessary, I'll get the police. Don't worry, you'll have enough room. I'll make sure you have enough room. But he's not going to touch my property. You're not touching my property. You can clean their walls and their floor. That's it.
Okay, well, we will get back to you with today's discussion and visit. We'll get back to you and let you know how we're going to proceed.
Yeah, well, we better proceed the way we've discussed today,
That's what I'm
actually.
saying. That's how we'll proceed. But we have to go back and
Write a letter about it. Fine.
About it, I suppose.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead. Come on. Come here, lovely. Come on. He's a good boy. Come here, my darling. Come on. There we go. Good boy. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.